Hello everyone, and welcome to this month's progress report for Precision is Key. This month was such a big turning point, and I didn't even play the level that much. In the month of March, I only streamed 15 times and spent 15,610 attempts, bringing my total attempt count up to 83,463. It's worth noting that early in the month, my numpad delete key broke after using it for about 15 months at that point, which is pretty sad for me. The key I used to beat Special Cyclone, Chartscase, Moving Forward, and Rust, broken. Just like that. Progress-wise, the month started off good, with me getting 45 as second best and 44 twice, as well as a 42 attempt. This was 4 attempts to 41%, which is pretty insane. After that though, progress slowed down by a lot, and I started to get really demotivated with the level. Playing the level from zero over and over again, not being able to get past the first 20%, it was really getting to me. I wouldn't show it that much, but playing Precision is Key from zero is one of the most boring things I've done in this game, which not only affected my ability to play the level, but also forced me to reconsider how I've been going about this whole verification. The whole time, I didn't want to nerf the level at all. I wanted the full showcase back in January to be the final showcase. But if I'm not having fun playing my own level from zero, then I didn't make a good level. That's really hard for me to accept as the creator, knowing how much time and effort I put into this level. And that's why I made a decision. If you didn't see my announcement on Discord or my streams recently, I dropped Precision is Key for the time being to beat Viprin UFO instead. And when I come back to the level, it'll be much easier than it was before and hopefully a lot more fun. It's obviously still going to be harder than Viprin UFO, but I've nerfed a lot of choke points and playing from zero should be a lot more manageable. Here's all the changes I made for now, but I won't hesitate to nerf the level more if I really need to. I struggled a lot with the orb at 9% because it depended entirely on when you did the click before, so I changed the top spike at 9% to a half spike to hopefully make the whole drop part more consistent. The click at 18% was my arch nemesis before, and it never felt consistent at all, so I straight up removed the top spike and removed the choke point. I acknowledge that changing one of the hardest clicks in the level into one of the easiest is an odd choice, but that click was so incredibly bad before that I really don't give much of a shit. The orb at 35, albeit not the hardest click in the world, was really awkward without setup, so I changed the top spike into a half spike. The 44 click was horrible before, pretty much the only hard click and the most intimidating part of the level, so I nerfed the click by 3 steps, lining up the hitboxes with one of those big spike gaps. Aside from 44, the last click from those case part was also really stupid, so I moved the orb a quarter of a block down. I'm not actually sure if this makes the timing itself easier, but it definitely feels a lot easier and more consistent, which is good enough for me. Then there's the click at 70, which is really setup based because of the 2 clicks before it, so I just changed the top spike into a half spike. You can still die by clicking too early, but it should make this click a lot less frustrating. Lastly, this click at 90% had you dodging 3 different spikes with so much unnecessary nuance for such a simple click, so I removed the top spike. That's all the nerfs I made to the level so far, and I'd like to address the things that I didn't nerf. Most notably, this corner jump at 4% and the trip jump, one of which I'm 70% sure is a frame perfect on 120, and the other one I'm 100% sure is a frame perfect on 120, and might even be a frame perfect on 240. The reason I didn't nerf these clicks is because I just don't feel like I need it. The trip jump, while being really difficult, doesn't have any nuance whatsoever, and it's just a late timing. You don't need to get any insane lineups or account for any holds, like a certain choke point at 80% in a certain level I played. The click at 4% is also really consistent for a click that difficult, and so early in the level that I don't think it was a nerf. If there's anything in pre-drop I would nerf, it's the first 8 jumps, believe it or not. Everything else in the pre-drop is staying the same though. I definitely could have nerfed a few more clicks, but I'll stop here for now because taking away the major choke points takes away a lot of the mental challenge of playing solo from zero. We'll see how April goes with this easier version. If it feels right, this is how the level's gonna stay. I don't know how hard this new version will be. Hell, I don't even know how hard the old version was. All I know is that I've spent over 80,000 attempts on this level, and progress is not speeding up. Whatever the difficulty ends up being, I hope the level is actually fun to play and even a little enjoyable for anyone else. April should be a much more active month, and hopefully I'll actually manage to get a new best this month. It's only a matter of time. I think that's everything for March, so thank you for listening. Again, I'll be streaming this over on my Twitch as soon as I beat Viprin UFO, so hop on over if you want to hang out. See ya everyone, and have a good day.